All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on web design. We're going to see how a professional design goes from, well, a totally blank screen to a beautiful, fully realized web page.
So, have you ever really thought about that? It's not magic, and it's definitely not just about dragging a few things around. There's an incredibly smart, systematic process behind it all, and that's exactly what we're going to break down.
Okay, first things first, the blueprint. You see, before you even think about colors or fonts, you have to have a rock-solid plan. It's all about deconstructing the goal of the page before a single pixel gets placed.
So instead of just winging it, a designer creates a roadmap. They break the entire page down into these manageable sections. And you can see each piece has a specific job. The navigation gets you around. The hero section grabs your attention. The client logos build trust. This structure is everything. It's the whole game plan. With that blueprint in hand, we can move on to laying the digital foundation. Now, this is the secret sauce. This is where we create the scaffolding and the very DNA of the design, which is what makes everything feel so professional and consistent later on.
And it all starts with this, the layout grid. Seriously, think of this as the invisible skeleton for the web page. It's usually a 12-column grid that just sits in the background, making sure every single element, every piece of text, every image lines up perfectly. For a clean, professional design, this is absolutely non-negotiable.
Next up, we define that project DNA we were talking about, the core colors and the fonts. But the real trick here isn't just picking them, it's how you set them up so that they're used consistently everywhere.
You might look at this slide and just see the number 1, but what it represents is huge. It means you only have to define a style once. You set your main headline style, your paragraph style, your primary color, one single time. And from then on, if you ever need to change it, you just change it in that one spot, and it updates across the entire website. It is an incredible time saver.
Okay, so if styles are smart, then components are pure genius. This builds on that same idea of reusability, but it takes it to a whole new level. This is where the real efficiency of modern design kicks in.
I mean, this slide says it all, right? The old way was a pain. You've got 10 buttons, you need to change their color. You're literally editing 10 different things one by one. The component way, you edit the one master button and bam, all 10 update instantly. It's a total game changer.
So, what is a component? Think of it like a master Lego brick. It can be a button, an icon, anything you're going to use over and over. Every time you use it, you're creating a copy or an instance, but they're all linked. If you change the master, say you make it round instead of square, every single copy you've used updates automatically. And you can get even fancier by creating variants. So let's say the designer makes a standard, small button, but for those really important buy now links, they need something bigger. No problem, they just create a large variant. They're both linked to that same master component so the style stays consistent, but now they can swap between sizes with just a single click. So cool.
All right, so we've done all this prep work, the grid, the styles, the components. Now we get to the really satisfying part, seeing how it all pays off as we assemble the full page. This is where you see the system just let you fly.
Because all the little pieces are ready to go, the navigation bar isn't a long, drawn-out design process. It's an assembly process. You grab the logo, apply the text styles you already made, drop in that button component, and you're done. We're talking minutes, not hours.
And it's the exact same story for the Big Hero section at the top of the page. You can build it with total confidence. There's no guesswork. You just grab the predefined heading style, drop in that large button variant we talked about, and everything just snaps perfectly into place on the grid. It's beautiful.
And from there, it really is like an assembly line. The client logos, the portfolio, the testimonials, each section gets built with incredible speed because that foundational system is already there. The design process stops being slow and painful and becomes a fast, efficient build. So, this brings us to the most crucial point of all in our final section, the power of a system. You see, the goal was never just to design a single page. It was about building a powerful master control panel for the entire project. And this is what that looks like. It's called a design system, and it becomes the single source of truth. That means if anyone on the team, now or in the future, has a question, what's our main color? What font do we use? The answer is always right here. It's the master blueprint. And here's a little peek inside that system. You can see everything is perfectly organized and specified. The exact color code, the precise font settings, the button variants we made, even the icons. This just eliminates all the guesswork and keeps everyone on the same page.
This chart right here really drives home why all this matters. Making updates without a system is a high-effort, error-prone nightmare. But with this system in place, it's almost nothing. Need to update the brand's primary color? You change it in one place and the entire site updates instantly. That is incredible efficiency.
And it all comes down to this quote, which is the key takeaway. The goal isn't just to design a page, it's to build a system where one change can update everything. This is a fundamental shift in thinking. You stop being just a creator of one thing and start becoming an architect of an entire manageable system.
And that leaves us with one final thought. This method of building a system first to simplify a complex task is just so powerful. So think about it. What other complex processes, maybe in your own work or even your life, could be made so much simpler if you just took a step back and built a system for it first?